The beginning of the Torah in the book of Genesis presents two visions of man's role in the world and in creation. In chapter 1, man is told to rule over the earth and dominate it. He is given dominion over all of the animals of the earth and told to pru orvu, be fruitful and multiply. The earth seems like a human-centered project with all of creation leading up to the advent of humankind. In chapter 2, man is told to till the garden and care for it, to tend to it. And human beings are brought out of the earth and from much more humble beginnings, from dust coming and to dust returning, and are envisioned as merely a part of a larger ecosystem. And yet, even in that story, we see the consequences of humankind not obeying God's laws around creation and not respecting other beings, trees and plants and creatures. When Adam and Eve take from the fruit of the tree of knowledge, which God had forbidden them to do, they are ultimately banished from the Garden of Eden, from the place where life was all in harmony. This week, we celebrated Earth Day, and nations around the world gathered to talk about how we can continue to care for the earth and make sure that we do not dominate it in such a way that we are thrust out of the Garden of Eden, a place where human beings and other creatures and other plants are living in harmony. We must all rededicate to that vision of Genesis in which human beings care for the earth and tend to the garden. This means not only planting and helping trees and animals to grow, but also being mindful of our own consumption, not assuming that we can just rule over the earth and dominate it with impunity, but rather that we need to be mindful of what we buy and how much we buy and how we use the resources of the earth, how we create waste, and of our own role as individuals, as a community, and as a society and a nation and a world of human beings in relationship with nature, so that we can live in harmony and remain in the Eden that is our life in this earth. Shabbat Shalom.